Hello, lovely people. Welcome to From L2F podcast. This is a space for those who are once labeled as not smart enough, those who once believed or were told that they will not amount to anything, and those who felt left behind, basically just because you are a poor performer. By poor performer in terms of your poor grades academically in school. So this is a platform to remind us that that your grades do not define who you are, and that everybody is unique in their own way. So in this podcast, we'll be hearing some of those stories of people who have been there before, who have walked that journey. They'll be sharing the challenges that they have gone through and how they became successful and good at what they do. So in today's video, we'll be having our first guest. This is our first time guest ever on this platform. Yeah, so welcome, Peter. And yeah, let's hear your story. So you can tell us who you are, what you do, and for the context of this channel, what was your high KCSE grade?
Thank you very much for having me. My name is Peter Otieno, and I'm in the IT space. I'm an IT manager for a firm here in Nairobi, and yeah, that's what I do, 8 to 5. As for my KCSE grade, I got a very strong D+, a very strong one. Yeah.
So were you always, let us call it a poor performer? Were you always a poor performer, or is it just during KCSE that you got that grade?
No, I think I'll put it as I revised what they never examined. Yeah, maybe. But I was a good student. I got good grades in good marks in KCP, and I was called to a very good school. But circumstances that led maybe to my dropping in grades, I would attribute them to that financial burden that was at home. That now meant I missed school a lot, and not to fully lay the blame on that bit, but also there's the aspect of I also took a different turn at some point in terms of not focusing on my studies as I should. But yeah, Form 1, Form 2, I was a good student. I was a good student, including Form 3. I just don't know what happened during KCSE. Yeah, that I mean, it's just what it is. They questioned whatever they questioned, and I had studied what I had studied, and so there was no point where they married each other, and so they decided to award me the grade they awarded me. I think they awarded me that one.
So that was what you...
It was, I would say so, but yeah, I mean.
Okay. So what did those grades make you believe about yourself at the time?
Of course, going home with such a grade, first, it's a disappointment to the family. You are a total disappointment to the family, and people feel... Of course, you get the brand that you failed, you cannot amount to anything in life. And now you get some sort of pressure. It's something that messes up even your self-esteem, because now trying anything, you try it with doubts, lots of doubts that have been created by the people around you, But once the results, I saw the results. I mean, one thing I was sure is that I was not going to repeat. That is one thing I was sure. I was not going to repeat, and for some weird reason, it gave me a push to now prove that I will not be defined by the grades I got, And so I just got into trying things out, first to prove to my parents, So I won't say that I did things to get a good life. Everything I did from that moment was a way to prove to my parents that, yeah, I can be better than the so-called A's, B's, and whatever grades. Yeah.
That's wow. So if there's something for me that I struggled with is how do you choose a career? Because you see in our system, we are used to, like, for example, if you want to become a doctor, you're told you have to be getting good grades in biology and all that. So you can, if you're a poor performer, so there are some careers, it's like they are not options for you. And so there's that struggle, because once you're done, you are told to get good grades that will take you to a good university and all that. So if you're a poor performer, number one, you're not called to a school. And let's say now you didn't have those, you didn't have that. Let me say, if, for example, you want to become a doctor and you are getting good grades in biology. So if you're a poor performer, your grades are not like guiding you. It's not that you'll say, I'm scoring well in biology, so I can look at these options.
So I have limited choices.
Yeah, you have limited
options.
Choices, yes. So how did you settle on IT? You said you're in the IT space. How did you settle on that?
IT was not something I wanted to do. It's not something I wanted to do. I love cars. And so one thing I wanted to do was I wanted to go to a Juakali and learn how to repair cars and things like that, because that is one thing I really loved. And it's something that if my grades had allowed me to a straight pass into university, maybe I would have done automotive engineering, you know, or mechanical engineering, you know. But how I found myself in IT is I didn't school in Nairobi. So my sister called me to come to Nairobi so that she can see how she can help me. And so I enrolled in a college. It was a mission college, and I did computer electronics engineering and networking, you know. So I did that course because it was the only option on my table. I had nothing to choose, you know. So that's how I got into IT. So I did a diploma for a year, and after that, now I wanted to do a degree. But then the examining body that I had done the exams with had no credit transfer into our system. And so there was no university that would take me in, you see. So because of that, now I had two options. No, actually, I only had one option, which was to do another diploma now with a university in Kenya, so that now I can move into a degree. Yeah. So which is exactly what happened. So I had to redo another diploma in IT for 2.5 years. And yeah, after that, I enrolled into a degree program, which I eventually finished. Yeah, and graduated. So I think what my grades did is that they made my journey towards attaining a degree longer. But it did not make it impossible. It only made it longer. Because you see, the people that I had sat with KCSE at that time, by the time I was doing my second degree, they had already graduated. You see? So to me, it is just the journey that became a bit longer than usual. But the destination is the same. Yeah.
So you'll say for you to choose IT, it was like pretty much guesswork.
Mi niliangukia tu.
You are like...
Mi niliangukia. Hata si guesswork. Wewe chukua hii ama urudi uteseke kwa mama yako. You know? So inabidi tu uchukue.
With what was available.
Hiyo ndio ilikuwa available. You know, but you see, once you get into it, you start liking it and you enjoy it more. You know, because again, there's something. When that option was placed on the table, I looked back, and you know, I'm looking at my parents. They have my brother to take care of, who's just joining Form 1, and then I'm here trying to look like I can dictate what they can do for me. I mean, it was not going to happen. So if this is what is available, let me run with it. And I remember I read somewhere where during that time, there's someone who wrote an article on the newspaper, and they had graduated in a certain faculty, but the work they were doing was totally different, unrelated to whatever it is that they studied. But one thing he said is that had he not gone to school to study what he studied, there are some things he would have missed in terms of just intelligent discussions, you know, his thinking. So to me, I went to the college just to expand my knowledge in how to relate with people and probably even make connections.
And did you know, like, once I'm done with this course, like, did you know, okay, this is what I will eventually, this is what I will want to become, or it was just want to finish and get a job?
No, for me, I was just going to school to finish and get my papers and get a job.
Okay.
Yeah, there was nothing. I did not have a career path. So I came to get a career path later when I was doing my second diploma.
Yeah.
That is when I got now a clear vision of the direction I want to take. Because IT is broad.
Yeah.
IT is broad, and so you must find your niche and perfect it.
Okay.
So when I did my second diploma is when now I can say I interacted with the lecturers, I interacted with the students, I interacted with the alumni who, I mean, shared their stories. And during that time, we also had blogs. Yeah, so people would come up with blogs, and you go to their blogs and read their stories and things like that. And so I got to really know how to move on.
And how are your grades then in campus, during campus?
Now you see, things change, and that's why I still insist that I had what I revised in high school when I was revising for my KCSE. I revised something that was never examined. You know, because my grades in college or through campus are different, a totally different story. Totally different. I mean, if you give someone and told them that this is the same student, very few will believe.
So even from the first exam, like, you didn't like start off because of doubt and all that?
No. You see, I had failed once. I was not going to fail for the second time.
Wow.
So now this was my point. I wanted to prove my argument, because my argument from the day I received my KCSE is that waliuliza tu maswali sikuwa nimesomea. Zenye nilikuwa nimesomea wangeuliza, ningekuwa kwa gazeti. Because ni ukweli. Nilienda, I scored good grades. Okay. Yeah.
And so from there, so you finished your diploma.
So kuna diploma ya kwanza yenye kwanza ilikuwa na shida sana hiyo diploma. Hiyo diploma, my sister hata akinichukua, she didn't have all the money. And now I had to do manual jobs.
Wow.
To be able to clear the balance, you know. So I partially paid my school fees, my college fees. And even after finishing, I could not get my certificates because there's some money I had not cleared.
Okay.
Because remember, the examining body was an international body. And this one, you pay directly. So it is not attached to the college that you're in. Okay. But your certificates will come through the college. You see? So now the college holds the certificate until you clear their school fees. Yeah.
Okay.
So one is I got in and decided to focus on my studies and at least be the best. Yeah. So after that, now for my second diploma, because now, I mean, wewe si tushakufunza. Sasa tafuta kazi hata wewe usaidie wengine. You know. So for my second diploma, now that one I had to pay for myself. And when you're spending your money, I mean, you cannot just waste it. You cannot joke with it. So I mean, every month I have to pay some money, and then you miss classes, you miss cards, you fail cards, you fail exams. No, that was not going to happen. So from that time, I mean, it was just kupasua mtihani vibaya sana.
Sasa these jobs that you're saying that you are doing definitely see za pale kwa ofisi ama yenye ni certificate based. This is when you ulikuwa unafanya and they motivated you to, you know, to study hard because you're paying your fees.
Hizo kazi wachana nazo kwanza. Anyway, I went now because I was almost dropping out of college because my sister could not afford. Now I had to come in. And I came, you know, I built this attitude, I would call it attitude, in me that hakuna pesa chafu. You know,
Chafu, in terms of?
Hakuna pesa chafu in terms of saizi wewe vile unafanya podcast, YouTube wakikulipa, hakuna mahali imeandikwa hapo from YouTube. Zote tu zina picha ndovu nini,
Pesa
you know,
pesa, yeah.
Pesa ni pesa. So haijalishi kwenye umeitoa. But now I wanted to do it to do legal stuff. Vitu zinakubalika kisheria, you know. So mimi kazi yote tu. So nilifanya kazi ya kuhamisha watu. Kuna jamaa alikuwa na lori na sasa alikuwa akipata kazi, anatuita. Tulikuwa vijana kadhaa. Anatuita, tunaenda tunabeba vitu, tunaweka kwa gari, tunaenda tunazi-offload the other side. Nimefanya kazi ya kuchimba mitaro hapa Nairobi.
Wow.
Mitaro ya maji. So I got a gig with a certain organization that was redesigning the network model, water network model for Nairobi. And what as a casual laborer, what we needed to do was go and dig down until we get to the water network, and then sort of dig a square box to have access to the pipe. And that pipe is big. It's the main transmission. So I mean, this pipe you can easily pass through it, you know. So it was not an easy job. But walikuwa nalipa poa man. Wanaweza kulipa 1,000 na kuna transport.
Wow.
1,000 unapewa transport. Actually upewi transport, unabebwa. Unakuja kuchukuliwa na gari na unarudishwa jioni. And then lunch unapewa maziwa 2 na mkate mzima. That's a whole liter of milk and 500 grams of bread.
Sotiwa lunch.
Mbaya sana. So tao yako na hiyo time hakukuwa na kasongo. So I mean ushuru KRA walikuwa wamelalisha hiyo siku mbaya sana.
Pesa yako unapata
na iko kwa mfuko. So yeah, I did that. I also did cleaning in an office. Kupanguza ofisi, kupika chai.
So ulikuwa unajituma.
Inabidi. Na unajua hakuna kazi mzuri kama ya kupika chai kwa ofisi. Ya kupika chai na kuclean ofisi. Do you know that the person who cleans the office is the only person who sees the CEO every day?
Mbona tu.
He sees the CEO and talks to the CEO every day. So he can even tell you where the CEO is going next. Wachana na PA. PA is a special case. But the person who cooks tea, he's the one who can even slide in your CV to the CEO. So I mean, it's one of the, that aspect of cooking tea is one that helped me penetrate some of these streets. Because now I had access to places that HR could not even look at my CV. So CV yako bana experience ni ya kupika chai msee. Okay, umesoma IT lakini una experience ya kupika chai. So tutasaidiana aje, you know.
Yeah, it's good that right now we can laugh at some of those memories.
Yeah. So plus I worked in a cyber.
So at the time when you're in school, So are there any labels that you were given? Ile yenye unaambiangwa mwalimu wa maths once said, alikuwa anakuambia wewe hakuna mahali utaenda.
Mi kwanza I started owning a company nikiwa secondary. Kuna itagwa Peter and your company. So alikuwa CEO mapema. I think in college, in college, I would say I was lucky because I've had people who've had bad experiences. But for me, I was lucky. I didn't get into such kind of confrontation, you know. So nobody cared what I did, and I didn't care what other people did, you know, because I knew why I was there, you know. So for me, because I had to work to pay my fee, I had limited interaction with the students, because mi unamaliza hivi unatoka mbio unaenda kutafuta kibarua next. And so sikukuwa label, na hata kama nilikuwa label sikujua. Sikuwaijua. Ningejua bana, nadhani ningefukuzwa tu hiyo kampo. Juu ningeokota msee mbaya.
So na zile memory, kuna ile in school, hata kama ni high school, ile yenye maybe you're told like some of those things yenye maybe the teachers, because you see in high school walimu pia wako na hizi, there are those teachers when ungesikia this teacher their class produced the best students in this subject. So unapata that teacher, if you're the one dragging like the rest behind with your poor grades, hakuna vile atakupeleka vizuri. You will, the others are insultive. Kuna watu watashare stories like Steve Harvey mentions, as he shares his story, he talks of how he was told he will never amount to anything by the teacher, and they will be abusive to him because of the grades. So do you have such memories?
High school ilikuwa mbaya. High school ilikuwa mbaya kwa sababu saa wakati mambo ilikuwa ngumu, nilijaribu usanii. So I got into the music club. And so we used to go for music festival, and I remember there's a time we won the national. The national in the national music festival. And when you go back to school, you know, you expect, you know, people are cheering. It's the first time this school is winning this thing, you know. But then we go there, and class teacher yetu bana, alituingilia kwanza. Tulikuwa maboys wanne. Alituingilia mbaya. Tuambia nyinyi kazi yenu tu ni kuimba. Mshaona muziki ikipeleka mtu mahali. Hii kwaya mnaimba hapa hivi, si hata kanisa watu wanaimba, you know. And it wasn't a good feeling. And from that time she kept, you know, being insultive. And when she's creating discussion groups in the class, angetuweka sisi wanne pamoja, alafu ongeze hata wawili wengine watatu. Yani watu wenye mwezi saidiana, you know, we are all struggling na hii subject, alafu umetuweka pamoja. Na si nayo, I mean tunaga tu uko nyuma, tunapiga story yetu, tunangoja tuendelee. So ilikuwa, and then you see it goes into other classes, and before you know it, the whole school. Sasa nini inaitwaje, index number. Bwana
kwanza uko pamoja
bana, alafu unajua sisi it was different. We had a small hall. So tulikuwa tunaikuwa kwa different classes. There was a hall and then 2 classes. Alafu kuna joga tu ile class ya watu wote wajinga. Huko sasa ndio tumewekwa. From index 101 kurudi huko nyuma. Na sasa huko tulikuwa tumeshikilia like we had safely secured that. Hata mkienda kwa because the laboratory was small. So we used to go in shifts. So si ndo tulikuwa naenda lab, tunaingia kama saa 10. Saa 10 jioni, so mnatoka kama 6, you know. So mna watu wajinga ndio wale
wakipita.
Ndio wale watu wajinga ndio wamebaki kwa darasa, you know. It was a moment that you call yourself for a short meeting and try to think, I mean, what kind of a life do I really want? do I really want to remain with this tag that I'm a failure? Do I want to remain with this tag that I will amount to nothing? You know?
Yeah.
And I can confidently say that the four of us, I mean, we are all doing something for ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah, your grades don't define who you are.
Yeah, the company grew. I mean, you know.
The company or in you
The company out one, you know.
So you're still in communication mpaka sai.
Very many years later, we're still in deep communication.
Mnaweza share hizo memories.
Mi hata nilikuwa best man kwa one of the company members, directors.
Oh.
You know. So I mean, that is how deep the relationship is today. And you see, I mean, when you look at even those people who are supposedly branded smart, clever, kuna mwenye aliingia campus bana ya wana akapigwa,
Kaanza kuenda.
alifukuzwa. Alifukuzwa akapigwa sijui 100 days. 1000 days suspension. Huyu jamaa I think hata nimegraduate na yeye. Yeah.
Yeah, because this life after all.
So yeye alianza kucheza wakati watu wako serious.
So the reason why I'm asking regarding these labels and titles is because you see, when you proceed now, so umetoka campus, sasa ni tunaingia job, because safari inakuanga tu kama the same. Unatoka high school campus and then you go to work kwa wenye watapata job. You find that there are these failure mindsets that come, because you see, if you're used to being labeled as the last person, because at times people say ni heri mtu akuchape kuliko kukuambia, kwa sababu words they cut deep. So when you're given these labels, sort of you start believing that yenyewe it's like, see, and either way when you're in school results zako zilikuwa zinaonyesha like you are different from other people. Once you're done with school as well, you're different, because others are being called to campus. Your mates they are doing their degrees directly. So 4 years later, amemaliza, we bado kuna vile uko nyuma kidogo. And so you find that at work, there's those failure mindsets. And what I call failure mindsets are things like self-doubt, you overthink. So let me give an example. So for example, you could be at work and you're told, maybe like there are those, because I feel like if you are a D student, you find that confidence doesn't come naturally, like to you, like kama kwa watu wengine. So you when you get to work, you find that there are people who are very bold, especially let's say your seniors and whatever. So automatically there's that belief that they are smart. You know, they are smart and know you're there and you know your journey. So if you did not deal with that failure mindset, it could carry through to work, where you find that when you're in a meeting, for example, and you're told to, maybe someone asks a question and you have the answer, but because you have self-doubt and all that, you fear raising your hand, and especially if you went through abuse from teachers, as if they insulted you for failing, or they will ask you a question and you don't know how to answer and they will insult you. So if you come to work and you did not deal with that mindset, so when there's that overthinking, you're like, hey, nikinua mkono alafu nitasound aje. Then you find that there are people who will answer a completely wrong answer and they are very confident saying the wrong answer, but to you it doesn't come naturally. So maybe you can tell us how as we get now to discussing about the work environment. So you're done with your diplomas, the ones that you did. Sasa umeenda, what next?
Niliingia job. So of course I did several jobs before now landing into what I studied. So when I got there, of course I got in a junior position. You know. Now I think one interesting thing is that getting in kwa junior position, hiyo ndio ilifanya nikafikiria kufanya degree. Sasa niko naangalia, okay, ule mse ako pale juu, kile amenishindia ni degree na experience. You know, I cannot beat him on experience, but I can also get a degree. You know, and maybe more. So experience, I will tap into his knowledge and gain experience from him. Like they'll be guiding me through my work. So I got into the workspace And as you say, I mean, you're here seated with people who went to straight universities, from excellent high schools, you know, kizungu iko polished, you know, and then you're here struggling to even make a sentence, you know. So it does something to you. But then mimi niliamua tu nitakuwa tu ile nitalan kutoka kwao. So kile sijui na nitauliza. Watacheka siku 2-3 na after the 4th one watarealize huyu jamaa hivyo ndio yuko. And now they will start they'll start responding to your questions the way in a lovely way, you know, or a humane way. So yeah, I kept asking. I mean, whatever I don't know, I don't know. Whatever I know, I know. And whatever I think, I also share. You see. So the greatest challenge that I think I faced is now understanding that in employment, everyone has got their own goals. And it doesn't matter where they come from. It doesn't matter your grades. That is one thing that we forget. Because being that you're the only person with a diploma here, you can easily be triggered uoneni kama umsi ananiambia kwa sababu yako na degree. You know. So I tried to contain myself and control my emotions in terms of how people talk to me and how they respond. And that really helped me navigate. So when some people heard that I was doing my degree, then a good number of them were very supportive. I mean, yeah, go for it, you know. There are some who even were pushing me. Why don't you enroll for an evening class and do your bachelor's, you know? And this is after you've built a certain brand of yourself. There's a certain image of yourself that they've seen. They can see that this person is eager to learn, is eager to go the extra mile. He just needs a push, you know. So I think that was the major transition that I had to make to balance my emotions.
Okay. So as you had said when you like in campus, you had said wale wenye walimaliza na wao, the ones who got, let's say, grades za kuwapeleka campus, the mahali you'll say grades zako zilikuwa affect ni whereby au walimaliza bado ukifanya shule. So at work, is there any point in unaweza sema my grades hapa maybe zilini affect in terms of maybe by the time maybe promotiwe because like anything like that?
Zilini affect mbaya. Cause ningeenda kampo direct, saizi ningekuwa CEO wa hiyo company. Ningekuwa mdosi wangu labda. You know. Cause ningekuwa nimeaccumulate experience. Cause you can imagine, it has taken someone 8 years to get a degree. It has taken another one 4 years. Yeah. So this person has got 4 years advantage over you. That's a lot. That's a lot. So it affects you at some point. Because of the experience, the exposure. And I think that is the only way it affects you. Alafu, of course, age. Because sasa now, unaanza kungangana na wasiwa yangu huku chini. Wewe sio ndio buda pale hivi, alafu wasiwa yangu wanakuja na madegree fresh.
Bado mko hapo pamoja.
Yeah, wanapanda tu akikuachaga. You know.
Okay. So what is that one practical step that you would say changed like your mindset? Ndio sasa at whichever stage at least ulianza kuona by these grades don't define me. And it's what is that one practical step yenye unaweza sema ulifanya that will encourage someone mwenye maybe ako hapo confused?
One, we all go to school to gain knowledge. And school is very important. Getting good grades is very important. But you see, not all of us can go straight to campus. There's someone who needs to work for someone. you know. An A could work for a D, and a D could work for an A. I mean, it just depends on how you position yourself. You see, I think one advice I would give anyone is that find your hobby and passion early. 2, try as much as you can and know that you live in this life alone. Craft your own path. You know, do not depend on, I have rich uncles, I have, you know, my parents are this and that, you know. And thirdly, people will talk. You get an A, they will talk. You get a D, they will talk. You go to campus, they'll talk. You don't go, they'll talk. So you just, I mean, let them talk, but you choose how you want to live your life. Do not let people's words dictate how you live your life, you know. Because, I mean, once you're called a failure, it's easy for you to remain down there. But then, everyone has got one unique thing they're good at, that no one else is good at it. No one else. So you just need to find that unique thing and pursue it. So I found mine, and I pursued it. Yeah.
Because you see, now we don't want to, because it's not a platform to encourage those who are in high school. Okay, you know, like right now the KCSE grades are almost coming out, and definitely kuna wenye watakuwa pale chini, and this whole confusion itaanza from now. Wengine wameenda campus, then you know, now everyone is asking you from home, uko sasa juu hivi ndio ulipata unataka kufanya nini. So if you don't know what you want to do, unaachiwa sasa wewe uchague.
Shida inaanziaga hapo.
Yes.
You see, and I think it's a problem with our education system, of which listening to how CBC is being talked about, maybe it will address that problem. Maybe. Because even the A students, if you look at university statistics, most of them drop or change courses. You find someone, because they have an A, they are called into medicine. But that's not their passion. Anateremka anarudi anaingia School of Business. You know, with that A. You see? So the reason why this happens is because parents just push their children to get good grades. But they do not prepare them or prepare them for what to do with the grades. So anyone who's in high school or who's expecting their results should now be thinking of, what do I want to do? So that when the grades come, you just go straight and do that. You do not waste time doing things to please your parents, only to come and realize later that no, that's not my path. Let me do now this other thing.
Okay. So what will you tell that student mwenye atapata results zake tu like zikitoka na atakuwa pale and anashindwa aanzie wapi ama aelekee wapi? And is it easy? Like you can...
No, it's not easy. It's not easy. What I can say is, as long as you got your D yako ni honest, your E yako ni honest, your C ni honest, kwanza congratulate yourself for that. Because I mean, kuna shule zenye zilishikwa na story. They don't know whether they'll get their results. You see, you're lucky you have your results. So now, we are living in a world where there's access to education for everyone, irrespective of your grades. So once you get your grades and you know what you want to do, face your parents and tell them that this is what I want to do. And go out there and do it. Another thing I would want to say is this pressure comes from parents. It's not even the students. Ni wazazi.
Kweli.
Mzazi kwanza anaingiza tu hivi, kwanza hii mambo ya SMS kwanza ni mbaya sana.
Na ana compare juu ameambia kila mtu juu.
Mzazi anajua grades zako hata kabla ujue. So by the time anakupigia kutukana. So wewe hata ujui umepata grade gani, yasha kutukana. Mjinga, umeharibu pesa yangu, you know. So parents should stop putting this much pressure on their children. Knowing very well that they also didn't appear on the newspapers. You know, because these parents who insist on their children to get A's, walipata A. You know, na hiyo A yao imewafikisha hapi. You see? So let these people be. As long as you've provided an environment for them to study, let them be. When they come home with the grades, support them. Sit down with them and discuss. What do you want to do? And these are discussions that should not start when the results come. These are conversations that should be ongoing. The minute the kid goes to high school, start having these conversations with them. What do you want to do? You know, and if possible, try and get your friends who are in that field to just talk to them of what it takes to do engineering, what it takes to be in the IT space, what it takes to be a HR, what, you know.
Unaweza kuwa na hizo connections wewe mwenyewe as a parent.
Exactly, wazazi wako nazo. So ukimletea, okay, wewe unataka kuwa lawyer, ebuka na huyu lawyer akwambie what law is all about, you know. Because maybe you have this thing in your mind about law that is not law.
Yeah.
You see, but when you sit with someone down who's already practicing, they will enlighten you. They will encourage you on. They will even give you advice on what to put more effort on. You see, so parents have a role to play. The students also have a role to play. I mean, do not take too long to decide on what you want to do. And then when we go to those colleges and campuses, let's do what has taken us there. Shida ni mtu anaenda huko, unaenda unakutana na company tofauti, and you just get lost in between.
Okay, so as we summarize, what is that? What will you tell that younger version of you? Huyo mwenye alikuwa pale and you believed that I might not, you know, like I may not amount to anything, I may not, my path is different, if you ever believed like you're different at any point, like what will you tell that younger self? Hiyo time yenye sasa you're in school and you're struggling, and now you're out here and sasa umeona wengine wako ahead, then uko behind kidogo. What will you tell your younger self?
Ningekuwa serious kidogo. Ningeongeza seriousness kidogo tu hivi. You know, you see the sad thing is, I think at some point nilikuwa nadhania nasomea mzazi. High school. Unadhania mzazi na yeye sawa, wacha you know, I would have focused more. Focus more on education and find a balance between academics and extracurricular. It's very important to do both. Don't go there and just focus on education or focus on extracurricular. It's good to strike a balance, because when you come into the real world, where the job market, life is about balance. Because you have a whole list of things you need to do, but you must prioritize on what needs to be done at what time. So I believe activities in school help you balance, because you know, during prep time, I'm going for sports today. Tomorrow I'll be studying. You know, I would also find some order in life. I think I was a bit unorderly. Was just you know, doing things. Didn't have a good revision timetable. I didn't have priorities of what I needed to do. I didn't have a structured way of doing my revision. You know, I would put structure in my life. Yeah, and most importantly, I will not beat myself up when I do not meet the targets I've set for myself.
Give yourself grace.
Yeah, That is the other thing that now kills us, because my target this term is getting a C+. Ukikutana na C-, you feel like you've not done anything, but you're forgetting that you're from a D+ to a C-. I mean, there's an improvement. You know, a step forward. I mean, one step forward is still a change of I mean, your progression. Yeah. So those are the things that I would really change in my life.
Wow. So thank you so much, Peter, for sharing your story. Is there anything else you want to add? Kama kuna kitu una feel pressing that we have not talked about?
Kitu pressing? Hakuna job mzuri na job mbaya. Hakuna career mzuri, hakuna career mbaya. Na hakuna campus mzuri na campus mbaya. Ni kile wewe mwenyewe unajaribu kufeed brain yako. You know, if you want to do it, hata upelekwe ile the best university, na mind yako ni tofauti, you won't have it done. You know, there's also push yourself. Push yourself. There's always someone watching. There's always someone watching, and someone will notice your effort, the efforts that you're putting in. What I find missing in the society today is social network. There's absolutely zero social network where you just sit with someone older than you, or who's progressed career-wise, to just try and pick their mind. That one is missing. And most of these people are accessible, and they're willing to share their stories.
So willing
you must take the step. They won't come to you, you have to go to them.
Wow. So thank you so much for what you have discussed. I've learned so much from your story also. And so this is not to tell anyone who is in school that regardless ukifail ama upite, like life itakuwa poa, so that you relax too. It's just to tell you to see how it is not easy to hiyo transition na beat your failure mindset, because for Peter at least you are you ulitoka kama umejiambia this will not define me, and you knew that pretty early on. Kuna wenye they struggle with that failure mindset, you believe you're different and inakwama hapo, and that is it. And yeah, it is like unapata you drag that whole thing, yet and maybe sahi ukiwa shule, like just to encourage those who are in school right now, as you've said, ujitume sahi, just know what you want to do. Hivyo unajua kunili unaweza jituma uone sasa hapa imekata na imekata, but at least as you said, if you know what you want to do, kama ni maybe I would want to become a lawyer, or if I have a gift or I have a talent and yeneza expound on hivyo. And I'm glad that you've also spoken to parents to as much as the society has normalized hiyo kumaliza shule na lazima upate grade 4 uende shule, and that is it, yet hata the A students wanaenda huko and then peer pressure na company mbaya, and so inabaki to either way the grades don't define you. But yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having
if you've
me.
watched, thank you. And if you've watched this and it has encouraged you, you can share it with someone who needs to hear, who will be encouraged by this story. And also, if you would like to share your story, if you have a similar story, my email is in the bio. You can share your story there. Then we can reach out. And also, you can write down, just as I've given my notes on what I've learned, or my takeouts on what I've learned from Peter's story. You can share yours in the comments down below. Yeah. So thank you, and see you in the next episode.
Thank you.